live from Reunion Island. All right, we're going to make sure that we got the stream going. Icarus is going to be right back. He's mixing a drink. Hopefully it's got an umbrella in it because we are in a little bit of a tropical location tonight. Good, good, good. There we go. Stream is up and running. I'm just in a hover right now. We're going to wait for Icarus to come back from the bar. And then we'll go ahead and bring up the mission hub and load up some positions. Again, this is available online for free with 14 different spawn locations, all of which will sort of overlap at one point or another. Some of us are going to be spawning right next to each other. Some of us are going to be spawning on the opposite side of the island and converging at a rescue situation, and we'll see where this takes us from there. Of course, we do have the Discord channel open tonight. We've got Playaheda already on board there. If anybody else isn't on the Discord voice channel yet, go ahead and check that out. Feel free to log in anytime. Hey, just chilling. Look at that. Is that the hand-free hover right there?
Yeah, a little bit of rain coming in.
Yeah, man, doing these missions in any kind of rain gets ridiculous. I love it. Grumpy Old Studios. You should not drink and fly. You might hit turbulence and spill your drink. Well said, sir. Well said. This pilot's going with coffee tonight. Icarus is still back there. Love it. Mrs. TPHI joining us. Everybody having a good time tonight, man. Really thanks a lot for being here, everybody. This is going to be a good one. We're going to get this started off as soon as we get confirmation from our good man Icarus that he's back from mixing a drink. And the way we're going to do this is, again, just in the mission hub in the upper menu bar. And what I'll do is actually start to just kind of go into my file manager. And I'm going to scroll down. I had selected that I was going to go into the position alpha. I'm not going to launch it just yet, but that would be this line that says multiplayer Reunion Island search and rescue 01 with position A. And all of them have the same description and such, but they all have a different position because their spawn is going to be different for each one of these missions that, again, are available for free in the description. Icarus is back and ready, so go ahead and let's pull up that mission hub, everybody, and let's get this thing started. So again, I'm going to be going with position A, and I'm just going to hit the play button for that mission. It's going to respawn me. Let's get everybody doing that same thing right now. There we go. This is going to be a cold and dark start for everybody as well. So once you get this in here, it's going to be cold and dark. I have the ready to fly option available. Let's go ahead and bounce that up. First thing I'm going to do is come outside of my aircraft and start to take off all of my covers and tags, chocks as well. Come up to the front, make sure those tubes are nice and clear. We're going to hop back inside. We're going to look at that overhead panel. After we turn on some of these screens, let's go upstairs. We'll turn on the battery. We're going to turn on some lights. We're going to make sure that the engine ignition is on and normal. Pitot heat is on. We're going to roll all of these forward. We're going to bring up the utility pump to on. The RSQ hoist, you're going to want to move that up to the on position. Your APU comes on. We'll turn the control on. Turn the air source ECS start down to APU. We'll get an APU boost going. And we're going to come back down into our center console and get the fuel boost going. Make sure all of our displays are going. We'll turn on the stabilator and some of our autopilot configurations. We'll come back into the overhead panel and fire up those engines. Model matching is in full effect. Absolutely, sir. We got Icarus loading into Bravo. There we go. We're going to spool these bad boys right here back while this loads up. We can see those buttons coming back out as those are now started. We're going to turn on some backup here. We're going to take that, make sure that we're getting this thing spooled up. Rotors are turning as well, my friend. Icarus looking good. And so far from what I can see right now, we do have separate spawn locations and we are visible. Our good man, Playa Hater, should be down the beach a little bit. There he is there. I'll bet again, this is all... Oh, love it. Okay, Mutt Dog went to position Mike. Love, love, love it. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Great variety of missions in this one. We're going to make sure the APU control is off. We're going to turn this to engines. We're going to turn this down, this up. We're going to roll this to flight. Hydraulic utility pump is off. Let's bring it back down this way. There we go. Turn that fuel boost off. Make sure the APCS is off. We got parking brake off. All we're doing now is waiting for a full rotor head speed. And I have a 12.2 nautical mile to the target. Icarus has got 12.3.
I'm having difficulties over here right now. My TV is coming in and out on me. What a time for it to do that to me.
Interesting.
Might switch to VR. Which will make it easier for me. I don't know why it's popping in and out like that.
Yes, sir, you are in general aviation parking for you. Now, when you do RTB at the end of the mission, I believe we're all coming back to the same helipad that I just launched from. So you should be able to land back at that GA spot, too. I think I made the landing area large enough to accommodate all of us, but we shall see as we RTB a little bit later on. And Playa Hater, are you up and running yet? Do we see him in there? I don't. Oh, his gamer tag is even gone. Icarus for now. Let's the two of us. Let's head out. So I've got a heading, a bearing of 236, and we are up and out. Feel free to just catch up whenever you get a chance, okay? No hurry or anything like that. You've got a little bit of time. That moving asset that is the Triton ship, it moves, but it's not moving too fast, so you should be able to catch up to it. I am still having a problem with it every once in a while spawning in a stuck location. So what'll happen from time to time is that Triton ship it'll load in, but it stays static. I've also made sure that the LZ for that is big enough so if it does stay static for us, it's not going to break the mission set. Trying to do too many things at once, trying not to crash. All right, let's get some speed and some altitude back in here. We are going to have to go up over the top of these mountains. I dare you, any one of you, to try these missions at night. I have done it probably close to a dozen times, and I have never once been able to recover a survivor in the dark. This gets pretty interesting. That's a little loud.
Try to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do your startup with your TV flashing in and out on you.
Yes, sir. Reunion Island will almost always be one of my favorite locations. The topography out here is so dynamic. Yeah, man, using the spotlight is a ton of fun. And button mapping that onto a hat switch or something along those lines is absolutely essential. But some of these get really close to some ledges, some cliffs. You'll see what we're looking at here. Gets interesting. If you throw some heavy wind into the mix on this one, it is extremely difficult. And of course, once you've got these missions downloaded, you can go back into them and edit them any way you want, change the mission's weather capabilities and everything like that on the fly, pun intended. It's a good time. I am 100% addicted to the MH60.
Hopefully I'm not making you guys late for the takeoff.
Not at all, sir. Me and Icarus are outbound right now. Don't worry about it. Get there when you can. You're doing fine. Like I said, we will reconvene at the spot where the incidents are taking place. Now I'm getting a message here that says my survivor is on a narrow ledge at approximately 4,400 feet above sea level. And that is at a bearing of 238. We're going to come back in and make sure. Well, we're pretty close. Always intend your puns. Thank you, sir. I love it. Narrow ledge 4,400 for Icarus as well. Now, even though it does say that we have similar altitudes, don't expect that we're rescuing the same individual. Each one of these 14 missions has a different rescue location. Now, to avoid some difficulty in this, each one of the pilots will not see the other pilot's casualties because of its location. None of the survivors are going to have smoke. This is all based off of bearing and altitude and an eyes out the windows scenario. One of the things that you really want to pay attention to is your EFB, because the character of an airplane icon will show up in your EFB to show you where your survivor is, just like I have right here. Flying directly towards it, but I am almost at my altitude. There's my altitude right there. We should be good. Everything's looking good. Icarus has his eyes on the icon. Good stuff. Start coming in a little bit slow here. I'm already down to almost 70 knots, maybe even 65 at this point. 273. Start to make it a little bit of a turn. I'm also going to come into the back of my cabin here and pop open that door. Let's see if I Can't zoom in on the EFB just a little bit. Should be out of the right side of the window here. I believe I have eyes on my target. So now what I'm going to do is actually make sure my airspace is clear. Let's see where Icarus is at. All right. Icarus has got a pretty good distance away from me right now. Looking good. Play a hater, where you at right now?
I'm still on my startup. I'm sorry.
You're good, man. You're
sorry.
good. It's all good. I get it, man. Those cold and dark starts make it a little bit hard, man. It's all good. Let's go ahead and watch Icarus go ahead and make his recovery here. You can see my tent just over the nose of my aircraft at this point. And like I said, for these missions, I'm not going to see, and I did this intentionally, I'm not going to see his target. Copy that. You're not the only one, Mutt Dog. Actually, Play a Hater went through the same thing where he was getting flickering on his monitors as well. I was actually doing Brett plays the other day, and I could not see a single aircraft, so the fact that I'm actually able to watch you guys fly right now is a big bonus. Digging it. Nice smooth hover there, Icarus. Looking good. Alright, so this is also giving me the hover. So let's come in and we can actually do this while looking at each other. Just see you right through the trees there. Slide that forward just a little bit. All right, hoist coming down. Maintaining a steady hover for approximately 9 seconds over the target. Target acquired. Basket is on its way back up. All right. So Icarus and I both have our survivors on board. Looking good, man. Looking good. All right.
Sorry about my late delay.
You're good, my man. It's all good. We should be able to wait. Are you up in the air?
Not yet. Like I said, it's been a minute for me to do a cold start, but that's okay. It's good. I was practicing some before this.
Where did Icarus go? There he is. So are you loaded into the mission yet? Do you have like a distance to target yet?
Yeah. Nah, I'm getting ready. I was just getting ready to take off.
Okay.
I mean, I have the distance to target 10.4.
Okay. Yeah, we're 10.4 to the hospital with our survivors. Totally up to you, but I think what I'm going to do is actually start to head towards the hospital. How far along do you think you are from taking off?
Getting ready to lift off right now.
Copy that. Copy that. I think we'll wait for you, my man. What do you think, Icarus? Want to hang out for a bit?
I say go ahead. Cause no, don't wait for me. Cause like I said, I'm so rusty with this the initial startup.
All right, my
Sorry
man.
about that.
No apologies, sir. No apologies. But if you give us the all clear, Icarus and I are going to go ahead and take these two to a hospital. And again, we're gonna meet up again, so don't worry about it. We'll just kind of take our time getting there. Like we said, we do have a moving asset in play, so I know that it does allow a little bit of a wiggle room. Like I said, I didn't make it move too fast.
Apparently I did something wrong on my startup because I'm missing issues.
Copy that. Something else that you could do if you want to make it a little bit easier for you, instead of actually loading the mission in with the play button, you can go to the edit button instead and make the spawn from airport to, with your rotor spinning already. You could change that if you want to. And then just save the mission like save and play.
Okay, so you said you go into settings?
No. So at the top of the screen, like we did at the very beginning, you go into the mission hub and you can go into the edit section of your mission.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
All right,
Yeah.
and then you zoom in on the spawn point. You can change what kind of spawn it is. One great thing about this too is even though the missions are set up when you guys download them, you can go into them and alter them any way you want.
So when I select the mission, let me see here. I just go into create, not create mission, open file, right? Okay, yeah,
Right.
file.
And
Yeah,
then you should see an option with like a pencil to be able to edit a position.
Yeah, I just got to get down to that particular mission. Got it. Got the pencil. Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal.
So where it says spawn, what setting do I change?
Let's see. So when you click on spawn, what options does it say? One should be like airport.
Oh, I just want me to move it in the air in the order that it was on the side there.
Yeah. If you click the icon, the blue icon next to the word spawn, it should open up an options menu for that.
Okay, yes it did, and it says spawn type shutdown. I see that now.
All right, so then go ahead and move it to the other option.
Runway.
There you go. That'll have your rotors spinning when you spawn in.
Yeah, and that's like the training wheels, but I'll get it.
It's all good, man. It's all good. That's what we're here for. And Icarus and I are coming back with our patients on board. Icarus, I'm going to go ahead and let you land first. We are landing at the same helipad here. So I will take a back seater to you. I have a visual on the LZ already. This should also be a hospital that is marked on your EFB as well. Lima Foxtrot, Sierra Hotel Oscar.
Got some valleys here.
Yeah, this is some dynamic topography, and we are literally going to get in. We're going to get into it, man. Icarus coming in for the landing. Not mistaken, we should be able to both touch down on this helipad. This is a pretty large helipad right here. I'm going to try to see if I can't just barely scrape the edge over here so I don't knock your rotors. I've got a patient transfer now. Icarus's patient transfer is complete. He looks like he has the return to base. Mutt Dog is back. There we go. Tried this crazy technique of actually turning computers on. Wow, does that work these days, bro? That's awesome. When in doubt, restart. I also have a RTB. We're at 4.69 nautical miles away from base.
Get a little bit of lag.
Looking good. Great little screen grab right there. I have received a message that we are being diverted to the HDMS Triton while underway. New heading bearing 187, 33.8 nautical miles to the target. Let's go ahead and turn 187. Icarus should have gotten the same message. Copy that. Diversion detected. And now it's time to cruise across this landscape. And let me tell you, man, you guys, if you haven't flown here before, you're going to want to fly here again. This place is so dynamic. The other side of the island is full of volcanoes, and man, this is one of the most dynamic topographies that I've enjoyed flying at for a very long time. A good friend, Boss Man, he's actually from this island, and he a long time ago took us on a tour of this spot. Shout out to Boss Man. That was a great flight back in the day. Of course, we're missing out on SoCal Jerry, who's currently still on vacation. Hashtag jealous. And I also want to give a great big shout out to Northland Air, who's up there in Alaska, doing some great work, helping out the people up there that are currently dealing with a whole bunch of tragedy. He's just doing some great things up there. We want to make sure that he's safe, doing well, and we send him all of our best, man, to each and everybody that's been impacted and doing their part to help out in the Alaskan area. I'm not sure if you guys know what's going on up there, but the news doesn't seem to be covering it as much as they should. But our man Northland up there, Northland Air, is up there doing his part, man. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for being there. See, Playa hit his gamer tags over there. He looks like he's working on his rescue. How's it going over there? Yeah, look at this location, man. How's your rescue going, Playa?
I'm on my way there. I'm 5.2 miles away.
Copy that. Yeah, this spot is fantastic. Some great locations for some very dynamic search and rescue missions. You can get them all the way down in some of these valleys. Several different hospitals around the island, little villages. Of course, it's an island, so it's surrounded by water if you want to throw in a water rescue. And of course, if you guys have been watching the Miltech dev blog, they're coming out with a whole new bunch of assets for the mission hub. Really looking forward to that. They are doing some phenomenal things with this aircraft and just the overall platform. It's been great. Got Icarus just ahead. 24 nautical miles left. Heading 187. Slightly to one side, but we're doing all right. Looking good. Astronaut rescue will absolutely be epic. There's so many great things that are coming out of this company, man. It's just so exciting. Compared to this to what was going on in 2020 or all the flight simulators that were going on before that, and this is leaps and bounds better compared to what we had prior. Yeah, typing and flying can be a little bit difficult there, Icarus. I agree completely. Starting to get a little bit too far over. Let's go ahead and move our heading back to the 190 mark here. Hopefully that boat is in motion. Like I said, sometimes it does get a little bit sticky. Icarus is on a mission. He's moving. You just keep getting further and further away, man. I've got this thing pedaled to the metal. Looks like I'm finally just keeping pace. Now I'm catching up a little bit. There we go. It's all good. It's all good. Northland Air just posted on the Discord a whole bunch of new pics from up there, man. He's got a shot from Bethel, Alaska guard hangar, and he's got the Chinook out there, man. I kind of wish I was out there with him. That is fantastic. He's got 2 Chinooks out there. Some great pictures. Really great to see Mrs. TPHI stop by earlier as well. All you guys, really do appreciate you being here for today's flight. Again, missions are available in the description for free. Download them at any point. Even if you're not allowed or able to join in today, we could do this again soon. Icarus is 13.5 nautical miles out. Copy that. I'm sitting at 14.0 right about now. Mrs. TPHI is still here. I love it. Quietly hanging in the background for a day. Weird. There is a little bit of a tailwind today. This is about maybe a 4-knot wind on my end. I still don't have a visual on the boat just yet. Maybe just a little too far out. I'm just past the 12 nautical mile mark. Have to come over this ridge here before I can see it. Nice. I didn't know Brett was streaming at the same time.
I think I'm gonna have to tap out and watch the stream. I'm having too many problems. I really need to practice more.
That's all good, my man. Feel free anytime, man. And if you just want to keep, practicing through it, it's absolutely good, man. I know Icarus here has also been making a bunch of missions and putting those out there as well. I want to give him a shout out for all the work he's putting in too. If you guys haven't seen his YouTube channel, make sure you go over and check him out as well. Keeping yourself real busy there, Mystify. How are you actually, like, chatting through all of these different, I don't know, multitasking? How do you do that? You're good at what you do. Where are you guys flying at today? My pleasure, Icarus. It is a bunch of fun. Yeah, I'm sure it's challenging, Mrs. TPHI. So I am at just under 6 nautical miles away, and I do not see the ship as of yet. Icarus, do you have eyes on the Triton as of yet? If you do not, it's going to be over to your 9 o'clock. And like I was saying before, there is a chance that it's going to be static. I'm going to take a look around here. I am not seeing it. All right, I'm getting a change in my mission that says, yeah, I believe I see the boat. It looks like it is static. My prediction has come true. Especially since I'm flying the MH60 as well, trying to keep up with two chats. Yeah, cheers to you. All right, we got Icarus with eyes on, 12 o'clock, copy that. Yep, I believe we are both headed in the same direction, and it stayed static for the two of us, which is great. Like I said, I did make the LZ for this big enough, so we should be able to, you know, clear the mission responsibilities without any kind of breaks. Here we go. Once I get a little bit of altitude, I can now see the Triton a little bit more clearly. Two nautical miles out. This is much more fun when the Triton is a moving vessel. One thing I've noticed that helps occasionally is that while you are in flight, if you use like the escaped key to get back to your menu and then you jump back out of it, every once in a while I've noticed that like kick starts the ships and they get back to moving if you do that. Not consistently, just sometimes. I'll go ahead and put my EFB away, make sure that my visibility is at its most. Icarus coming in, making a landing. Very nice, very nice. Something else that I've noticed with these missions is that every once in a while, the position of the tents or survivors up in the mountains, their altitude will change slightly between each time you do that mission. If you know what I mean? Like if you do it in the morning and then you do it again at night, there's a possibility that the survivors are a slightly different altitude every time you do the mission. Looks like Icarus has got his next mission set. He is going 13.4 to St. Pierre. I have wheels down on the Triton. Patient transfer complete. Wheels up. Same thing. I am going to CHU St. Pierre. I'm at 13.4 nautical miles at a heading of 325. And we forward flight. Again, this hospital should be visible on the EFB, so once we do get a little bit closer, if you don't have eyes on it right away, make sure you use that EFB to find that magenta ring around the rosy. Nice flying. And generally, when you do have that Triton ship moving, it's not such a long distance between the Triton and the heliport as the Triton is moving towards the hospital. But either way, from the shoreline here, you can get more of an idea of what the topography on this island really holds. So dynamic. Love every minute of this place. Maybe we should get Boss Man back out here. Try to put him in a helicopter again. He's all about those fixed wing big dogs, but we should put him to the test and see what he can do with the MH-60 out here. The first time he flew with us out here was the first time he'd tried a helicopter. I wonder if he's been in one since. Try to floor this right now. I've got a forward speed of about 150. Heading of 322 is what I have and expected. Copy that. 8 nautical miles away. Ooh, I am way up in the clouds all of a sudden. I wonder why. Three, two, two. Five nautical miles out. I am below the cloud deck finally. I'm getting a text message from a very special someone, so I'm also trying to take care of that as well at the same time. So that's probably why I wound up in the clouds, figuratively and literally. Again, just epic shorelines down here. Changing the weather in this location is a lot of fun to do. Trying to do these missions in thunderstorms is a really good time. I'm also getting a message now that says I should be preparing for a third case. Icarus should be getting that message right about now too, unless he hasn't already. And you can see that that message clears itself. It's just making sure that you're aware that you got another one on deck. Bring up that EFB one more time. Nautical miles out. Let's see, where are you at right now, Icarus? All right, slightly behind. I'm going to go ahead and take the first landing here. Got a visual on the helipad as well. Go ahead and make a first touchdown. Let you follow in after. I'm going to spin around this too. I'm going to come around the back side of the helipad. Throw the parking brake on so when we land we're not rolling. This helipad is considerably smaller than our last. Looks like we have some wheels down patient transfer in progress. Mud Dog's got the guy off of the mountain going to Felix Gayan. Beautifully done, my friend. I've got a patient transfer complete. Go ahead and make room for Icarus to come down. And I'm also getting the next mission set. Looks like we're going to a volcano crater. A bit of ground effect right there as he comes over the lip of the pad. His wheels down. Transfer in progress. Did I leave my door open? I sure did. Rough. Loving every minute of it. Let's get back up into the cockpit. We got 13.8 nautical miles at a bearing of 8.3. Scientists injured in the crater of a volcano. Now, I say dynamic typography. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And when it does say that they are in a volcano crater, you should take that very literally. We're going to have to come over the lip of the volcano and find our way down to the bottom to rescue the scientists from a campground at the base of the crater. Got our co-pilot chilling. Icarus, yeah, man, volcano pick for sure. And there's so many different vents that you can choose from. Yeah, this is good fun. I did choose the biggest volcano on the island for this specific mission, so prepare yourself for an interesting descent. This is a little bit tricky. If you guys aren't familiar with how to corkscrew down into an LZ, this is a great spot to learn that super dynamic island to fly at, especially for search and rescue missions. This is something that I put out very early in my YouTube days, back when it was comparing 2020 to 2024. If you've been around that long, thanks for sticking around. But yeah, this is the spot where I was like, what do I want to make my home base for career mode? Well, as you can see, we're not doing career mode anymore. This is all free flight, free missions. Obviously, the MH60 isn't free, neither is the mission hub. However, I've been talking about this for a long time. What I'd like to do is try to put together a giveaway. If we have any viewers out there or subscribers that don't have access to the MH60 or the mission hub, comment down below. We'll put up a little bit of a, I don't know, a raffle or something. Who wants one? I'd be more than happy to help somebody out. I think this chopper is definitely the best as far as search and rescue goes. It's the best platform there is. Icarus is pausing for a bio break. Copy that. I will slow down and wait for you to catch up, my man. Good stuff. Look at this topography out here again. Rivers down below, dry riverbeds. Look at that. So dynamic. Absolutely love it. This is one of my favorite locations in the game so far. Simulator, excuse me. I love the topography here. There is our volcano dead ahead. 3 point, almost nautical miles. Let's come back in. Parking brake is set. It's going to be a good idea when you do get to the bottom of the crater to have your parking brake set and kind of do a light wheels down approach to this. The topography at the bottom of the crater is not flat by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of tall grass blowing around underneath the downwash. And since I am going 150 knots while approaching the lip of the volcano, I'm going to want to slow that down here, coming into just about 1 nautical mile away. Icarus is back in the cockpit. I am at the lip of the volcano right now, coming in, slowing down as I approach the crater. And again, you can see on the EFB here, oh, let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. You can see that as there is a tent located, we do have the icon of the airplane where your survivor is located. Just a little bit more of a visual assistance there. And then what I'm going to do is kind of corkscrew around the edge of this a little bit as I start my descent. I've got the speed down underneath 50 knots. I still don't have a visual on the tent. Let's come out the side window here just a little bit. Let's see if I can't find my rescue survivor. Visual is right there at the about 2:30. Mutt Dog is on his way back to Foxtrot Mike Echo Echo. Good job, man. Well done. You should be getting a diversion pretty soon too, about 3/4 of the way to that ICAO airport. And that's going to take you over to the US. It's the Triton is what it is. Maybe a Denmark ship. Yeah, this is a very deep crater here, my man. And again, the topography, like this ground is not flat. I highly recommend just putting your parking brake on, finding something relatively flat, and doing a wheels-on landing. Keep the power on, though. There is a very strong possibility that you will tip if you just, full stop, you're down. So what I'm going to do is just very slowly bring this thing down. And I'm going to keep power on. Nice and steady. There we go. Power's still on. I have contact. Patient transfer is in progress. We've got plenty of room down here if you can find your way in. Oh. That view took me off. Hello, governor. All right, I have my patient on board. Look at this. What great timing, my man. Look at you, dude. Icarus is all over it, man. You can tell you've got a couple hours behind the stick of this thing. Power on landing. Nice and steady. There you go. You got front wheels on first. You might want to forward stick a little bit, or if your parking brake's on, it looks like you're holding pretty good where you're at. Absolutely awesome, Mutt Dog. This is so much fun, man. And what a great location to do this in. Icarus has got his patient transfer happening. Loving every minute of it. I'm also getting the mission step to land at Echo Papa Sierra Mike Romeo. The hospital helipad there is 11.2 nautical miles out with a bearing of 18. Copy that, Icarus. I am up. This is another one that's pretty interesting because a full power on just ascent will get you out of this crater, but again, you want to be aware of just how high you have to go before you clear the lip of this crater. Make sure that we're not going to collide into one another here as I start to come out. Let's get inside, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually come over to the side of the crater a little bit, and I'm going to start to do a running go at the other end of the volcano crater. A little bit of speed, nothing too much, helps you to get up there just a little bit. You know, I'm pushing that 50 nautical mile mark right now as I start to come over the top of the crater. And we're at bearing 19, both expected and close to true. Here we go. On our way. Uh-oh, Icarus is still in the hole. What's the name of the song? Down in the hole. Losing control. Sorry, I don't sing. I won't. I'll stop. Too funny. Too funny. There he is. He's up. He's out. I love it. I had my name tags turned off for a second there. 10 nautical miles out. And we are all the way on the opposite side of the island from where we started at this point. You just keep seeing more and more of this dynamic typography, cliffs all over the place. I think it would be really great if we can get control over our hoists and have control over how much of the line is being splayed out when doing a basket recovery instead of it being a set limit. Can we go to 150 feet of line out? 200. Hilarious, Mrs. TPHI. I'm trying not to, honestly. I know you've heard the song, though. Down in a hole. Hilarious. It's not something I'm going to do on this channel ever again. I'm going to say that out loud right now, okay? Mark my words. I'll just put up a lyric sheet. Down in a hole. Coming back out of the clouds. Again, this is a hospital that will be identified on the EFB with the ring around the rosy. Yo, you think I should, huh? You think I should sing more often? Well, well, well. Probably not. Just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I sing in the shower, but that's where it stops. Or if I'm trying to have a good time on a stream, thinking about a song that just pops into my head. Oh, yeah. I ain't scared. Just not a fan of singing. I'm a drummer, not a singer. Icarus is 5 nautical miles out. I am about 4.5. Generally, I do try to keep it family friendly. I do. I appreciate you looking out like that. In the chat, go ahead and do what you got to do. Have some fun with it. Why not? I think we're all over 18 in the room right now. Actually, come to think of it, there's not a lot of people under 18 that are actually following the channel at this point. Two nautical miles out. I have a visual, at least on the EFB, of the ring around the rosy. Always helpful to keep that in mind, gentlemen, ladies. Gonna be 52 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Mutt Dog, man. I'm 50 myself, bro. Past 18 by just a few days. 1, maybe 2. Happy birthday, brother. Thanks for joining us so soon, so close to your birthday. Got any big plans? Visual on the helipad at my 12 o'clock. Where is my traffic at this point? Coming in just above. All right, Icarus, I'll be making it in the landing first. Let's move this over right now. Going out for a barbecue. Sounds like a great time. Gotta love a good barbecue. We got a spot down the street from us that does some barbecue brisket that's to die for. If you've ever heard of Mission Barbecue, they are veterans supported, veteran owned, I believe. It's my favorite barbecue restaurant. Love supporting those guys with all the work they do with Wounded Warriors and such. Big shout out to those guys. Again, my parking brake is still on. This is not a flat helipad by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to do a gentle wheels on the ground, power on landing. I am down. Patient transfer in progress. 10 remaining. Transfer in progress is complete. I am up. I'm getting a return to base and taxi to parking. Let's come up. Make room for Icarus. Nice landing. Uh-oh, a little bit of a bounce on the landing. Mutt Dog should be reaching about the halfway point across the island on the way to the Triton at this time. Icarus's transfer is in progress. Patient transfer complete. RTB. Copy that. I have the same message here. Close our door, get back up into the cabin. Lead the way, good sir. "17 miles out from the Triton." Yes, sir. A little bit more than halfway across the island. Good times, good times. Did we lose Icarus? Where'd he go? Let's see if we can see him on an EFB. Yep. These airplanes here are both survivors. Interesting. I think Icarus is actually no longer in the stream. I wonder if he crashed. CTD style or something. There he is. Gotcha. And again, there are 14 different spawn points within this mission pack. Each one of them has a different set of survivors throughout the island. We went into a volcano for this mission set, but when you get a little bit deeper in that alphanumeric list, you're going to find yourself at a vehicle accident. There's other things that you will be doing along the way too. All of the different survivors on the mountains, those positions change based off of your alphanumeric spawn point as well. Super dynamic, every one of them. Some are extremely tight up against the cliff. You gotta love it when it's tight, right? A little bit of an interesting choice of music tonight. Something definitely different. Haven't heard any of that before. Absolutely fantastic, man. Icarus, killing it. And again, we'll be at the main helipad just off of the runway, to the right of the runway. But the LZ should be big enough to accommodate all of us. If you want to find a different spot, totally up to you. I'm shortly behind you. Mystify, Mrs. TPHI, I love the zippered mouth. That you're too funny. Just flat out no comment. Jose on approach. Jimenez. Está bueno. And Mutt Dog, once you do get out to that Triton, if you don't see it when you're at about the 6 nautical mile mark, it's going to be off to your 9 o'clock and it's static. Every once in a while, it will get a little bit sticky, if you will. Yeah, I said it. Sticky. Hilarious. You just remove the phone from the equation completely. It's good restraint. I don't always have that kind of restraint. Yeah, one thing I've noticed about this lately, too, is that the only part of the shadow that appears for this aircraft is the wheels itself. And you have to get really close in to see any of this. in the shadow. It's safer that way in a lot of situations, most definitely. I'm going to go ahead and taxi out of the way here. Actually, you know what? Since I've got a mission complete right now, let's see what we've got here. We've got Icarus on this side of the island, and pretty soon what we're going to be doing is we're going to have Mutt Dog coming up. So what I think I might do, let's see if he's picking them up. Maybe we could just go fly along with them, see what their mission looks like. Our mission's complete. Let's go ahead and run some support on the other side of the island if we can get there fast enough. Icarus is shutting down. Copy that, sir. It has been, let's see, where are we at in the stream time right now? It's a very good question, my friend. I don't even know how long we've been running. I did expect this to be about an hour and 10. Yeah, it's approximately an hour and 20. A little bit of a start, a little bit of a slow start, but I think we're good. I'd like to give a great big shout out to Grumpy Old Studios for subscribing tonight. Thanks for joining along. Appreciate you very much. Always great to have the clan on board. Think, let's see here, if I can remember correctly, where did Mutt Dog say he was taking off from? Mutt Dog took off from Mike. So he is actually going to run into a car accident at the end of his mission set 2. He's not going to the hospital, or the volcano, I should say. I don't know if I'm giving away some of it, but he should be going on a car accident hunt after he's done with the Triton and the delivery of his patient. Still, Icarus is coming back here. Gotta love it. Yeah, I'm a little bit hammered down right now. Still don't see his name tag though. Oh, there he is. There he is. I see him. Copy that. Bringing it in. Bringing it in. I want to get in and actually turn on some of this FLIR. Dog is almost at the heliport. Copy. I do have a visual on you. At least your gamer tag. Able to catch right back up to him, not too far off, right? It's even that there are 14 different spawn locations, it's pretty easy to meet back up with everybody. Even if you fall a little bit behind in your startups or anything along those lines, have a little bit of problems with your monitors, it would have been all right. Looks like I've got you at just about 9 nautical miles out. Your patient transfer should be coming to a completion here any minute. And we're going to follow you over to your vehicle accident recovery, if I am remembering my missions correctly here. If you did spawn in at position Mike. Coming in at 7.5 nautical miles out. Another beautiful day over Reunion Island. Got the prompt for the accident. Good stuff. Great timing too, my dog. Look at all that working out. Dig it. And you should be going up the coastline here. Start to make a course to intercept. We'll go ahead and fly with you. Gotta love it. We're coming in hot. 1 mile behind you, my dog. Half mile out. Closing shortly. Still don't have a visual on the aircraft, just your name tag. I like that you're in the Romeo too, at least that's what your name tag says. I think I'm in a Tango. Love the paint scheme too. Nice livery. Icarus right behind us as well. Right there, a little up and above. And this is just so much better than 2020. I'll tell you what, man. There's no comparing the two of these simulators. Is this mission hub even available in 2020? I'm curious. I don't even know. Do you guys know anything about that? So Muthdog says he started in the Romeo but loaded the T when I was having the display issue. So that was the... Okay, interesting that it kept it. Love it. So the hub is available in 2020. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All three of us just chilling. Start to get back up into the clouds again. sure if we all have the same weather conditions or not at this point. Wide variety of music in this one tonight. You're at 9:35 Central Standard Time already. About an hour and a half stream-ish so far. Doing real good. Appreciate you guys joining in tonight. Another large-scale multiplayer mission for free available. Love it, love it, love it. And again, man, this topography in this location just doesn't get much better. Just a couple of Blackhawks out for a little cruise. I haven't seen Northland Airs chime in just yet, but again, my thoughts are back with him and all the work that he's been doing out there in Alaska. And again, I just want to give that man a shout out for all the great work he's doing for the community out there. It's people like you that we need more of, my friend. Thanks for putting in the work. And if you didn't know it, the gentleman that joined us earlier, Playaheda, he's also ex-Coast Guard as well. So we've got a lot of people out here that have service. So we just want to take the time, of course, to thank everybody for their service, whether it is past, present, or even future. You guys do incredible work. My service was in the Army as a mechanic, so a little bit different. I appreciate that compliment, Icarus. Thank you very much. That many little pluses means a lot to me, sir. It's a dynamic location, so it makes it real easy to come up with some good ones out here, man. This is a great little spot. Hot Dog was a Navy guy, too. See this, man? We all come together. I love it, man. Thanks for your service. Great minds think alike. Hot Dog is down over here. He should be coming across his rescue target here pretty soon. Dig it, dig it, dig it. There's some football fields around here. We got some agriculture. There's a little bit of everything. There's even some factories. I mean, the amount of missions that you could even do with like firefighting and everything around this island, obviously, surrounded by water. You gotta love working with a good island, and this is definitely one of them. Great bridges. Modeled helipads on some occasions. And it's a reunion island. Who doesn't like a good reunion? Well, then again, I didn't really enjoy my high school reunion outside of the woman of my dreams that just happened to be there at the same time. But other than her, I could have gone without my high school reunion. Looks like there's even a heart on the hillside in front of us over here, if I'm seeing that correctly. Almost like some Nazca line drawings there. Interesting. He's trying to find his survivors. They're around here somewhere. I love it. There's even a peace symbol up on the hill here. Interesting. And then out of all the times that I've flown these missions, these are actually lines on the road that I haven't seen before. How about that? It literally looks like some Nazca lines. Very, very cool. Mutt Dog, you should be doing a basket recovery. And again, now I did not include all of these rescues in everybody's mission file, which is why we're not seeing his car accident at the moment. He is definitely running a different mission set than the one that Icarus and I had flown. Love it. He's just about over his target. Nice steady hover. As soon as I said that, it looks like he caught some ground effect. Mistaken, he should be going back over to our original hospital near the FMEE helipad. That truck is in extremely bad shape. Absolutely. I'm also very happy that they fixed it as well. It's no longer something that floats around over the ground. It is static and in place right now. Really nice to see that they made that fix. basket up configuration soon. Very nice. Check it out. Loving every minute of it. All right, I'm back to singing, Mrs. TPHI. Did you miss that one too? Loving every minute of it. Ah, too far, too far. All right, my dog is headed to the hospital. Copy that. We are on year 6. The happy-go-lucky little tune we got going here, I guess. And the helipad that I'm currently flying over right now is also incorporated into this mission set as well. You can see that that has several different spawn points, and I utilize that entire helipad for other takeoff positions within this multiplayer mission set. So FYI, I cover the whole island pretty much in all of these 14 missions. They are spread out. Everyone's kind of going to converge there over the mountains and work on their own individual rescue there. And we branch out over the island and take to the skies and save some lives. I mean, look at these crevices. Imagine trying to drop in there. Just throw a tent way down on the bottom of it. Good luck. You see a flare ahead or a smokestack. That is a smokestack indeed over there, just on the water's edge. That is a factory smokestack. I'd still like to try to find a way to incorporate, and this is on my list of things to do here, but we're going to try to find a way to incorporate some firefighting with hoist and basket recoveries and landing for patient transfers and things like that. I want to try to combine the different modalities in one multiplayer mission. So I think that's what we're going to be doing here next. It's going to take me a while to get it done. Obviously, this one right here, between work and life, you know, it took me almost a month to get to this point. So I do apologize for the delay, but, you know, it happens. The next one I'm going to do is I'm going to try to combine these a little bit. See if that's even possible. Some firefighting missions interacting with search and rescue as well as patient transfer. Maybe even a fixed wing asset or two. A mixed bag would be dope. I have a feeling it's going to be very difficult and time consuming to test it all, but I think it's possible. I really do. Are we seriously listening to a Christmas song right now? Hold on. This is okay, so I'm gonna have to draw the line. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Okay, next. Christmas. It's trying to really push it a little too quickly, don't you think? I'm not ready for all that yet. What I'm ready for is another cup of coffee. How's that mixed drink there going now, Icarus? What'd you give yourself this afternoon, evening? What's your poison tonight? Tequila Sunset, the man, the myth, and the legend. I love it. It's great. That actually sounds really good right about now. Man, that Tequila Sunset sounds so good right now. Have you ever had a blue Hawaiian? There's another one that sounds pretty good right now. Something with an umbrella drink in it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the beach and a lawn chair to go with. Gonna get some sipping bourbon this week. Well played. Yes, I'm a good bourbon man myself. I enjoy the good Woodford from time to time. Love it. A little 3 aircraft formation we got going on here. What a landscape. I can't get over this place. Never had a blue Hawaii? I highly recommend one. They go down way too easy, and you need to make sure that your bartender has a heavy hand. Or be your own bartender, so that way you know you have a heavy hand. I do have the helipad in sight. We are holding its marker for you, Mud Dog. Hopefully you've seen the helipad. Looks like if you pass it up, there you go. Make that spin. Dig it, dig it. Where am I going? Where am I going? He's on the pad. Patient transfer in progress. I am sure. I'm going to go ahead and get out of your trajectory when you do take off. You'll be going over to Foxtrot, Mike, Echo, Echo on your way out. Love to try a pink Canadian. I wish that was the first time I've heard that. Dog is off to Foxtrot, Mike, Echo, Echo. Made with some absolute, yes, sir. Absolutely. There's some. Looks like we got a racetrack down here, both varieties. Looks like we got a running track and possibly even a dirt track. Again, there's just so many different things that you could do around here when it comes to these missions. Ooh, and it's a grapefruit drink too. Okay. Very, very cool. That sounds so good, man. Make you pucker, but masks the liquor. All right, all right. I've always been a big fan of grapefruit, so I'm down. There's another racetrack right here below. It looks like something a little bit of a dirt track. Coming in for the landing. And again, I think we're all going over to the helipad. Feel free to make room wherever you want. I'm pretty sure the LZ is rather large on this one. I'm going to come into my aircraft right quick and make sure that my parking brakes are off. Love it, love it, love it. Mutt Dog here. Icarus should be right around the corner. Yes, sir. Great mission, guys. I'm starting to get the jitters as we come in here. Dig it. Take the next line in. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And we're going to go ahead and shut down and call this one another blast, another ball. This has been fantastic. I really do like that paint scheme, man. That is what I'm talking about. Right there. Well done. Well done, for sure. Super, super cool. Everybody in the comments section of the chat, thank you so much for being here. Icarus, I really appreciate you being here. Mutt Dog, you too. Everybody, I mean, even if you didn't make it all the way through, I mean, I feel bad for our good man that started with us up front too. Hey, I hate it. Keep on practicing those cold and dark starts, my friend. I look forward to seeing you in another one real soon. Come inside of this old aircraft here. Let's come into the overhead panel. And let's go ahead and shut her down. We're going to bring it all the way back. Just kill that battery right there, that hydraulic pump. And that should just about do it. As I say, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a blast. It has been a ball. Thank you again so much for being here, joining in on this flight. Hope you guys enjoy these missions. We can come back and do some more of these a little bit later on too in another stream, or even offline if you want to at another date. Be happy to do that with you guys. Again, thank you so much for being here. For now, it's been a blast. It's been a ball. That's it. That's all. We'll see you in the next one.